Oh, fuck it. Every time he's like, fucking shit. I stop. I hit it again. I said, fucking shit. So I put my fucking face on. Ladies, every man got a fucking face. When we think we hit our pussy good, it's the face that we make. So I put my fucking face on like, fucking shit, fucking shit, fucking shit.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Speak That Shit. You know, this the last of the year, so I'm gonna let ladies go first. I'm gonna let her introduce the show, and then I'm gonna be the backup. So go ahead.
What's up? Happy Thursday, y'all. Welcome to Speak That Shit. This is a show where we speak that shit and it's uncensored, and that's what Speak That Shit means, is that we speak our shit in an uncensored type of matter. So with that being said, I think we shall proceed to give you what you need. I am Annie Loke. Alongside me, you're going to hear Zobo69. And we got a very interesting show for you guys tonight.
As usual. And if you'd like to be a sponsor on the show, give us a call at 941-681-1710, 941-681-1770. Join us today. He's going to be the owner of BFAM. Yes, he's in the background, but he's going to be on the show. He could pop in when he wants to anyway. So I know y'all looking like, well, damn, he pop in when he wants to anyway. What the hell are you talking about? Because he's going to be on the show. He's going to be on the show. We got an interesting topic today. And I got a show on the 21st. It's in Lakeland. I'm going to pull it up.
Polk County?
Polk County.
Did I say it right?
Polk County with Grady Judd. Yeah, Grady Judd.
Well, we ain't trying to be with him, but yeah.
Well, he all right. I mean, we just can't drink while we're there.
You just can't be a criminal.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really have no fun. I just, go say my jokes and leave. That's it. I can't run around the city like I do Hillsborough County and act a fool, but because Grady Judd don't play that bullshit. But anyway, it's at Leo's Live. And that's 5263 Florida Avenue South, Lakeland, Florida. That's 5263 Florida Avenue South, Lakeland, Florida. Is at the 21st. The 21st, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. Doors open at 7:15. Showtime is at 8 p.m. on the dot. 8 p.m. on the dot. Then we also got another show down south. I got to get information down there. It's Hollywood, Florida. I'm hosting it. She going to be in it doing the songs and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to, I get that information for you next week. All right. So, like I said, this weekend been kind of, actually, it wasn't a weekend. It really kind of the beginning of the week. We was in Vegas. We had to stop in LA, and we was in Vegas, and it's a trip in Vegas. Everybody in Vegas got a license. Everybody in Vegas driving. I mean,
Are people not supposed to be driving?
I mean, a lot of them didn't understand English, so how the hell they took the driver's test? I don't know. It don't matter. I mean, they were driving safe. They were driving. They were
a little too safe. Well, they're gonna get hit. Nobody's gonna hit you right here. It's a fucking white line. That means they can't pass it. They're not supposed to. So yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, I mean,
you had the one acting like he just was so paranoid to be right there. Like, you better not take off. I thought he was gonna take off with the dark car door. Wait, what was open? I thought he was gonna take off with you outside the car, kind of like. I need to pull up when you were putting stuff in the trunk.
Oh, yeah, that's when we got out the airport.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell?
Like I said, I don't think these motherfuckers got their license.
Do you need a license to drive? If you're not a citizen of the country, then you don't.
No.
If you're not a citizen, you're not under the law. The law and the Constitution and everything. I mean, basically, that stuff is made for citizens.
So you're saying, I don't know. I gotta look this shit up. So
yeah, it's getting real uncensored right now. I'm not definitely not condoning anything.
I gotta look this shit up because you telling
illegal.
me because they're not citizens, so they don't have to have a license, so they don't have to condone by the law because they're not citizens. No hell, that's making me think I need to get my green card back up here
and become a citizen of somewhere else.
I ain't gonna be a citizen nowhere if I got to condone abide by their laws, then why would be a citizen anywhere?
It's people that really do that though. They give up their citizenship.
I'm saying if I don't have to abide by the law, hell, I can do anything I want.
It doesn't mean that you don't have to abide by the law. It just means that technically certain things would not apply to you because you are governed by a world law, like a natural worldly law.
So that means I don't need no driver's license. And I think next year or the year after next, 2025, the year after next, I got to renew my license. I don't have to really renew my license if I'm not a citizen here. I'm like, fuck the license. I don't need my license. I don't have to do that. I go get all kind of loans and stuff in the banks and all that. I'm gonna get me $1 million loan. I ain't gonna pay it back. Why I gotta pay it back? I'm not a citizen.
Who told you that you needed a license to drive? That's all I'm saying.
The police officer when he pulled me over 15 years ago and my shit was suspended. Hey,
well, as long as you got arms and legs that can reach the car door, the steering wheel, the pedal, just because you can don't mean you should. But yeah, I don't think you need a license to drive.
I disagree with that. Y'all better get your damn license. I don't want to get no damn car with nobody don't know the damn rules. Or if you don't know the rules of the land, I can see different states got different rules. Different states do got different driving rules. Because I believe some states you can't even turn right on red. We do. We can even turn left on red if it's a one way. A lot of states don't have different, you know what I'm saying? Some states, like when you're riding a bicycle, you got to ride with traffic. Some states you got to ride against traffic. So, that shit petty. But if you don't know how to drive, you don't know your signals when when your blinkers go out, like stop, right, left. What is right? Y'all can't see them, but this right. Think that's stop. No, that's left.
I don't know that shit.
And then you do your arm down like this, like you're going to stop.
Are you doing sign language?
You didn't learn that?
No, like what the people on bikes do?
No, when you're driving a car and you'll say your signals stop working, your brake lights and stop working, you got to know when to turn right. You got to put your hand out the window. And when you're getting ready to turn right, you got to put your hand like this, telling the car you're turning right. If you're turning left, you put your hand out the window.
And then a homeless person can grab it. Don't do that in Detroit.
I'm just saying that's what y'all
use discretion.
Now you see what I'm saying. License is important. You got to get that book, study that book. She don't even know she got a license. She got the damn and she got license. She don't even know the fucking rules. How the hell you got your license?
I don't know the arm rules.
Yeah, you don't know your arm rules.
They ain't teach me that.
It's in the book. It's in the book, Florida Highway, the study guide.
You know what's not in the book though? When you pull up next to somebody and you roll down the window and you be like, "Hey," you signal to them like, "Can I get over? Can I get in front of you?" Hey, I'll be doing that. I'm like, "Hey, can we get in front of you?"
Yeah, I did that the other day. That motherfucker right. What was that? We wasn't even in Florida. We was in what's up there in Orlando? And I did that actually. Hey, I'm gonna get over this way. I did just like this. This motherfucker drove and go as soon as right, go get in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do what I do.
And it makes so bad, hey Tasha, but make it so bad. I'm gonna tell you what he did. Then he gonna get in front of me.
I have driving privilege.
He went in front of me and went the wrong fucking way. He ain't even supposed to go up that way. Remember you said?
Yeah, that person was kind of crazy.
He went that way. He ain't even supposed to went that way. He went the wrong way, being nasty. Hey, Tasha, introduce yourself.
Hey, it's Tasha Mama T. How y'all been?
All right.
Hello.
Good. I missed you guys when I was in Florida. You guys was in Orlando when I was in Tampa.
Yeah. We got away from we supposed to got away from the daughter and the mama, but got the daughter, kept the daughter with us, and we're like, you know what, we could take her back here too. So but she was on a good behavior. She was very good. Even when we went to Vegas, she was good.
Oh yeah, she
And
came with us to Vegas.
Annie said she was good when we went to Vegas because she knew she ain't supposed to be going.
Right.
She said she's on the best behavior. Yeah, we've been busy though. I mean, trying to get this thing. We're trying to get a lot of things going, you know what I'm saying, with these movies and stuff like that. And then a lot of issues going on with health issue with my mama. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get away when we can, you know. She ain't gonna remember. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have said that,
Who ain't gonna
but
remember?
she got dementia. My mama, she ain't gonna
Well,
remember when
yeah.
Mm.
That's a joke, okay? Everybody gets so sensitive, okay? But yeah, we went to Vegas and we had a good time. She performed. She actually did a stand up comedy set that she's supposed to be introducing herself. You know, a quick 3 to 5 minutes, and she was up there about 15 minutes because she introduced herself. Then she said a comedy set, but they were loving it though. They were loving it.
Yeah,
Good.
definitely. Shout out to hashtag Girls on the Scene. Y'all follow that. The Girls on the Scene is spelled THA. Girls on the Scene. I feel like people forget when they're telling you about like what they got going on or their brand or they Instagram tags and stuff. They forget to spell it. Like things like sometimes you try to look somebody up and it's hard to find it. So, you know, hashtag Girls on the Scene. But basically we had like a few different events, and the one in Vegas is the one that we just came back from.
Okay.
Yeah, when I met
It's always good to get out and get away.
yeah. It is. It is. Something different. But like I was saying before you got on that, I don't think nobody in Vegas, the Lyft drivers and the stuff we was getting into, maybe two of them
Mhm.
had license. I don't think the rest of them had license. I mean, cause they, like I told her, they ain't speak English. How the hell they can pass their written test if they ain't speak English? You can't read English. You got to take your test in English. How in the
It's
hell?
not like that no more, Zoe. You know what? Now you all you have to have is a third grade education now. And I actually, during the pandemic, I went with someone, a young lady, I was in the car while she was taking her test. They don't teach them. She actually didn't pass her test. I'm gonna be honest with you. She didn't pass it by like 3 points, and the guy was just like,
Mm.
"Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just pass her because it's only 3 points." And I'm like, "She can't drive."
Oh
And when
no.
she got her first car and got into an accident, and she told us that what she say, some Mexicans hit her, and then she told her dad that some Asians hit her. I was like, no, you hit a pole, you backed into a pole or something, because I can tell.
And
Yeah,
that
it was
pole was
with
gray, lady. That pole was
right, right. But you was right about the hand signals. They don't teach that anymore. But remember, when we had those
No,
hand signals, we didn't have to do seatbelts. We didn't have seatbelts either.
they wanted us
So
to die.
remember, we didn't have, yeah, yeah. So, but the hand signals that is something, but they don't teach that anymore.
Yeah, okay. See, the one thing I remember we had to do that. We had to learn the hand. We had to learn them signals, this and that. And then another thing, I don't know if they teaches. They know they don't teach the hand signals. What's the other thing that they the parallel parking?
I don't think she parallel parked. I think she backed in. No, let me see. He had her go forward and then back, but it wasn't a parallel park. They didn't go on a hill to where you kind of have to know how to turn your wheels. They didn't do any of
When
that.
you're on the hill, which way you turn your wheel when you're on the facing the hill? They didn't ask that question, huh?
But in Ohio, you mentioned a lot of places you can't turn right. I got pulled over a couple of times for turning right on red. And there's no signs, but the thing is that the curve the corner comes out a little further. So you would have to go out and around in order to get it. So I guess that's how you know. And they don't have U-turns here. They don't really do U-turns.
You can't do
Yeah,
U-turns or U-turns.
they don't. Their streets is not even made to even do a U-turn. Yeah, it's weird.
It's not necessary. I really don't like all of these Michigan U-turns though. Like Tampa is built like that, and the suburbs of Tampa are built with a lot of streets with the barrier in the middle. Basically, that's what it is. When you got to do all these U-turns to get somewhere.
Yeah, do U-turn without the barrier.
We don't have like a lot of those. Not always. You can't. No.
Remember, I did a turn. You said that is so illegal. When I was driving and I passed the place, I said, okay, just turned around and went to the other lane. You said that is so illegal.
Oh no, I'm saying like the simple fact that the street is there, like you can't turn down it. Like usually you can. You can like just stop right there, wait for all the traffic to go in Ohio, and then you can still make that turn. Here, you wouldn't even be able to stop right there. You need to go down to the appropriate spot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's concrete there. Like just the fact that concrete's in the middle of the street at all is like.
Oh yeah, well that's why they built. That's why they built it so you wouldn't be doing U-turns in those places. That's why they built. That's
but you're not. Yeah.
It's also no Ohio don't break traffic so much. You know what I mean? Like.
But their streets are not wide enough, actually, to be honest with you, to do a U-turn. It's just they're just not wide enough. And then plus remember their cars they park on the curb. So that takes away from that other lane that you have. So you can't make those U-turns because it's cars every freaking where. They have sometimes you can park on each side of the road down a residential road, and it's supposed to be a two-way, but you can't do a two-way. You got to kind of move over so the other person can go. It's real weird, and the people cannot drive. And I see why, because I was in a car when they was doing the driving test, and she did not pass that test. I couldn't have gave her a driver's license.
If I was in a car with somebody giving them a driver's test, like I'm gonna make sure before we get out the parking lot, like I'm sure, like within my work week, several people will have not made it out of the parking lot with me in their car. Like we're not even gonna go all the way out. You didn't have a seatbelt on. We can just stop right here. Like once you lose those certain points with me, like why am I in the car with you?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody will be capable of getting a license if I was the examiner. It depends on how much money, extra money they bought with them.
That's how they get it. Well, then you shouldn't be the one asking how they got their license because you're the one that.
I didn't give it to these people though.
It was you.
I didn't get no license nobody. But I said depends on depends on how much money they got in their pocket. How bad do you want these licenses? Well, you know, I really need license. I got a date tonight. How bad do you want it? I'm just saying, how bad do you want it? How much you got to go out on your date? Well, you know, I'm thinking I spend about $100. So do you got an extra $100? You know, you got to bring extra for your date. Yeah, I got $200 in there. So okay, that'd be good. You give me the $200 and you figure about what you're gonna do with your date later. At least you have your license. You could just drive around. You could go to McFarland Park or somewhere and just park and look at the moon or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out to eat. You know, be romantic. People ain't romantic no more. They ain't romantic.
So you know.
Sure. We go look at the moon. Remember last time we looked at the moon, the damn mermaids abducted me.
You don't want to look at the moon. I'm looking at the sky and the moon. And
man, we're at Daytona and we looked up there and she tried to tell me the damn North Star was south.
What?
You said the North Star. I said they go to North Star and they were facing south. They weren't even facing north, we're facing south.
Do you know that the world turns?
That north turn.
You know that there is no such thing as south. I believe that south is under my feet. So we can just end this conversation.
When the world
there is no south.
That star's supposed
there
to turn.
No south.
That star's supposed to turn with the world.
Look, I just gave 3 excuses of why we didn't finish this conversation. The answer is the answer, correct?
But see, that's what they taught us in school. I'm just saying, and that gives a perfect example of what they do not teach in school no more. They don't teach in cursive. How you gonna sign a check?
Oh no, that's dumb.
In cursive.
All you need is an X.
Our signature's supposed to be rare. We're the only one that know our signature. We're the only one that could sign something like that. Then when you go to the bank to get money out, they match that signature card up. They match your signature up with your signature before you can get any money out.
That sounds so ancient.
Well, I'm just saying.
Right now, I think it's scanning your eyeballs. Do you know what your phone is doing when you unlock it? It's scanning your eyeball because your eyeball is like a fingerprint, the iris inside of your pupil. It's like nobody else has that same eyeball.
What if I take the eyeball out of somebody and put it in my eyeball and scan it and then put it back?
Then, yeah.
But anyway, Tasha, some of the people you can't tell me they get dry because like the one dude, you know, when we came from the other place, so you know, and they ain't like Tampa. I mean, I guess I was on the other side of Las Vegas because I'm thinking Las Vegas should have a liquor store in every corner. You get what I'm saying? So I'm looking for a liquor store. So I had to tell the dude take me to the liquor store, blah, blah, blah. He don't pass the liquor store, and I'm headed, hey, right there. Where you going? Right there, you know? And, you know, he's like, he's speaking whatever he's speaking, you know, it's like that, yeah, like, you know, and I'm like, okay. And I was telling her, I don't think these people got no license. And then the people when you go down the strip, them motherfuckers be like they attacking you for you to get them little ugly ass beads and shit and give them some money.
Oh my God.
Times is hard, so times is hard.
we talking, and she looking at me, and we talking, and he go the damn dude coming like right in the face, like, hey, we trying to get around. He like, yes, he go this way, he go this way, we go this way, he go this way.
Times is hard.
She said peace, some shit, peace, blah, blah, blah. She put it on my arm, so I'm thinking it's free. They say $5. Took it back off. I don't know, you know, I don't even know what this damn thing's saying. You know, for real, I don't know what it's saying. You might be putting a curse on me. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be putting a curse on me. I got the damn thing and wonder why shit just falling off and shit. Every time I walk in, got an ear missing here and this and that. Like, damn. No. Hey, lady, if you listen to me, just a joke.
And Annie, how do you do it, Annie? How do you do it?
They didn't make those beads.
They made them.
They ordered those beads off Temu by bulk.
They made them.
They ain't sitting up there making them. If they were making them, then that's what they should be doing. They would make more money. If you make those beads, you'll make more money setting up a little spot, sit down, put all your little beads on the little thing and sit there in your little native gear and put the beads on there. You'll get more action like that than walking up on people trying to force it on.
That's a good market. That's right. That's a good market tool.
Huh?
I said that's a good market tool for sure.
Like kind of just attract instead of chasing, attract, you know.
Mm-hmm. Then you had.
But Annie, I got a question for you, Annie.
Yeah.
How do you deal with Zoe on a day-to-day basis? I couldn't do it.
I gotta interrupt you because did you see how he just choked in his cup? God is a just God.
I ain't no Tasha gonna say nothing like that. Me.
Man, look.
I don't have to do nothing for him. Like, I just try to make sure he ain't choked now. That might have been from picking with me.
I'm at work 9 hours a day. So he don't have to fool with me while I'm at work 9 hours a day. My work people and the peers got to fool with me, but they just as simple as me.
Right.
But, you know, most of them from Texas, one of them from the other side of Florida, but majority of them from Texas, and I think some from Oklahoma and all that. But you know, they're from the West Coast because that's, you know, I'm working out of Texas, so she really don't have to do that. But I think I'm fun to deal with.
I think it's because we're a lot alike for real.
Yeah. Now I'm just talking about the personality because you know you'll take one thing, like one person will say, "Oh, I'm going down to the kitchen," but you might just put on a whole freaking gear. You know what I mean? So I can just imagine something like that. You know, like on a daily basis. I think it's pretty cool though. I think it's cool.
I just like to have fun, and since I've been younger, and even when I go on Facebook and me and my cousins will be going at it, you know what I'm saying? People think, oh, they did that. It's out of, we've been doing that since we've been small, and they younger than me, you know. Right. It's just like it's just something. I mean, you know how we do it down here in Florida, just having fun. It's nothing serious. A lot of people, I think when people start taking shit serious, that's when you start having a lot of complications and you know what I'm saying, like friendship. If you can't sit up there and you and your homeboy supposed to be this, or in y'all case you and your homegirl supposed to be cool, and y'all can't got to be serious all the time. What the hell? I don't want to be hanging around with you every time. You know, you do something. You know, so you got to always be like
Right.
like you in jail or some shit. Like yes sir, no sir, no, I can't.
Right.
I don't keep you on eggshells.
Oh hell no, you try to, but them
You know,
egg,
out here in Ohio,
but them
they're not.
eggshells, be cracked every time.
I don't try.
Out here in Ohio, they don't take Florida's humor very, very well.
No, they
I
don't.
don't mess with these people out here. It's real weird a little bit. You know, it's like, no, I'm too loyal to even be even close to anybody out here. You know what I mean? I don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And I'm an Aries too. Mm-mm.
Oh
What's
My
yeah.
the
heart to go
humor?
all the way out there. What you say, Annie?
What do you mean,
What
like
you
the
say,
humor?
Annie?
We don't take the humor the
They
same.
don't. No. It's more. I don't know. It's more materialistic out here.
Yeah.
It's. I think that may be what it is, and I feel like the women dress for other women, and they're very. I mean, very sexual out here. I know almost. I would say 8 out of the 10 men that I've met out here have multiple children. You know what I mean? Like they just like I don't know. I don't get it. I just can't I can't get with it out here for real. I really can't. Outside of some of the women that I met at work, you know, but they're not from here. You know what I'm saying? So but other than that, I don't know. I
I
guess
understand.
because up north it's more busy, I guess. I don't know.
It's hard with Florida. We got our own little style, and that's what I've been. Matter of fact, when we went to this thing in Vegas and stuff like that, I'm talking to people in Compton and you know what I'm saying, Watts, and I came back and said I joined the gang. You know what I'm saying, with the LA to join the gang, and you know I got jumped in by a couple of 3-year-old kids. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know,
People act different everywhere.
but
Like
if I was
everybody has
someone,
different
Yeah.
kind of vibes.
but
So
if
I
I
think
was
I encountered like a lot of them. I did have culture shock when I first
But if I was
like
somewhere
left
else, they would
Ohio.
have took it serious. And then we do got different, you know what I'm saying? What I find funny, I'm rubbing off on her now because she making some type of jokes against some people sometimes. And she's like, I'm talking about people. I'm not talking about people. I'm just chewing them. It's the difference, you know, and I'm not
It
really,
ain't nothing for somebody from Florida, especially you need to be around them older cats.
yeah.
Man, they can come out with some stuff out of their mouth. And even just the nicknames alone,
Yeah.
it tells you about that person. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you told. No, but it was something on the movie, and somebody said like a little riddle. And I told you, I said my homeboy Duke, his daddy dead now. Mr. Calvin and Pops, they will say something like Papa say, I like money, I like work. No, I don't like work, and work don't like me. We stay away from each other. That's where it should be. Or then he'll say something like, I was a retired pimp with a pension. I had a Cadillac with 4 doors and 4 holes and a punk in the trunk. He said when the hoes get tired, he opened the trunk and said, "Get out, show me what you're working with." Some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They come up with some bullshit. But hey, you know, before we carry on, you know what I'm saying? And it's that time we got a segment now where it's celebrity gossip. So you know, we try to keep things on a time schedule right now. So stay tuned right now for celebrity gossip with Annie Lowe.
I'm ready.
All
I got
right.
my drink.
This week's celebrity guy.
Seems like we're having a little technical difficulty right now here.
Okay.
That was celebrity gossip.
Sorry about that technical difficulty. We had some issues over here, but I'm right here. I'm Annie Lope. You are listening to Speak That Shit. And right now it's 7:30, so you're tuned into Celebrity Gossip. And this week's celebrity is Shaquille O'Neal and Angel Reese. She is apparently offended by some of the things that he said about her. We know that Shaq's had a crush on Angel Reese, right? You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
So he told her that she'll look good in some lingerie or something. Basically, the stuff that he's said, she's now expressing that she does not like it, basically. So, 22-year-old Angel Reese. Let me read the media takeout article to you guys. See.
Shaq needs to sit down somewhere.
So Angel Reese in Paris, France, Angel Reese had attended something at the Olympics over the summer, and Shaq had forcefully said, "Imagine you wearing this little shorts you had at the Wild 'N Out show dunking." Like he's like fantasizing about something she was wearing on Wild 'N Out, girl.
He's weird.
He's 52. She's 22. He a little bit in violation, you know. Because it's different strokes for different folks. It's different strokes for different folks. And everybody ain't trying to play the game that these old men think they can fucking play. Like, let's be for real. So the 52-year-old continue. Imagine how many t-shirts you're going to sell if you do that. The 52-year-old Angel was flabbergasted by what Shaq said and refused to continue the conversation. All she could say is, "Oh my God." Shaq tried to continue the conversation, but by that time, Angel had interrupted him and said, all right, stop. So basically, he's been kind of just online constantly saying how much he's in love with Angel Reese. She's 22. I think he got kids older than her.
Age don't mean nothing. He messing with a 19-year-old.
Well, no, age don't mean anything, but it is. Well, that's when I say it's different strokes for different folks, and that's why they had to just change things as we've evolved, because when you look into the past, like, of course, it was like 13 and 14-year-olds getting married, having children. Like, people was getting married and getting jobs and all kind of stuff at a young age. So as time went on, like, people need to be developmentally in the same place. So now that we're getting to a place where it's like, it's very frowned upon to be with a younger girl or whatever, how they try to say it. Like, it's very frowned upon, and they try to throw everybody in the same box. I just feel that it's different strokes for different folks. Like, if somebody's not giving you that same vibe, then you become a creep. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is a line between being, okay, that's cool, like, we're not judging you because of the age of this person and y'all dealing with each other, or she being flirtatious or whatever. But when it comes to who the person, if that's not the stroke for that folk, then you're becoming creepy.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, she out there playing basketball and, doing her modeling and thing. Like, we don't know her SDX life, and I don't care to know it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's, you can't just try to judge how somebody is. Like, some people are cool with hoe shit. Some people are not. Just like we was on the strip and we see somebody get caught a hoe on the strip, and it's like,
they was hoes.
They was hoes. Like, but they accepted what they're like.
I mean, they was hoes. They want to take a picture with them for $5. Everything.
Exactly. So I just don't agree with treating everybody the same. Like, treat people with what they're okay with. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, let a hoe be a hoe. Like, I love a hoe. It's cool. But
everything in Vegas costs $5. Everybody on the strip is $5. Everything, do it at a snake. You touch the snake is $5. Everything is $5. But anyway, we back this Angel Reese thing. Something that Shaq said must have struck an idea with her, because she was taking pictures in lingerie and stuff.
She's allowed to take pictures in lingerie. That don't mean she have to take unwanted advances from anybody.
I ain't saying she got to take that from her, but something must have struck in her head like, oh, I can get a lot of likes. I take this, and Facebook can start paying me. If you know what I'm saying. So when he told her she take the pictures in the booty shorts or whatever, so she went and got the damn lingerie and started taking pictures. And a lot of people. It's not none of my business because she's a young girl. She can do what she's young girl. She's single. She can do what the hell she wants to. But a lot of people like, well, we frowned upon her doing that because she's in the WNBA and blah blah blah. One girl said, "Well, she grew up in a bad side of town like what we grew up in, so I thought she'd been better than that." This and that. She's still a child. She's 22 years old, and that's what she want to do. She's single. That's what she want to do.
I mean, I wouldn't call a 22-year-old a child, but
she's a child of me.
What you're saying. Yeah.
When I was 22, I done did some things that when I get 40 years old, like, hell no, I don't believe I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? We all done did some things. So for them to frown on her for taking pictures like that, they frown on her like that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't judge nobody for what they did. As for Shyt, I'm sure this girl looked at Shyt as a mentor. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what he has said. I do remember him actually making a comment about her being a niece to him or something.
Wait a minute, she's like a niece to him, and he said that. Shyt.
Hold on, let me. What's like a figure? Like, let me help you out.
Well, I'm looking at it in three parts. So I'm looking at it in one part that she's probably looking at Shyt. Really, Shyt? You are not, these young girls on these shows and, him getting with hoops and all of this, they got his mind messed up. And she's not attracted to you because you're not attractive. I'm sorry. But,
let me start there for a minute before I forget. Shyt and hoops used to mess around?
Yeah. Shyt and hoops, the hoops that was on Flavor Flav.
So
yeah, they was a couple.
Respect to the hoes, with all due respect to the hoes, okay? If any respect is due, but like I'm saying, all because I'm not being disrespectful, I'm being for real. So basically, the hoes can get the man's head messed up a little bit. Because I remember hearing like people used to say, "Oh, they make it hard for us good women. They're making it hard for us good women," but is that true? I never really agreed with that. But at the end of the day, this is kind of one of those situations where it's like, how are you? First of all, what makes you such a good woman? But I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to say, like, I'm not down with this and I don't like being talked to a certain way and I'm not okay with this and this and that. So, like, basically, if a man like Shyt has been around, yes, like, and these hoes are beautiful. Like, of course, the hoes are saying yes. You know what I mean? But then you come to.
But I don't even think
industry and in the porn industry, it's about money. So yeah.
But I wouldn't even call them nowadays. They're not whores. Nowadays, it's all about but they're opportunists. They're opportunists, and they're providing something. They're not whores because they're not going out there just they want something, right? Hoops was on Flavor Flav. You know damn well she didn't want to be with Flavor Flav. She won the first one. You know that, right?
Come on.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she did not. No, she did not. No, because you have to look at a person's movement afterwards, right? So if you look at Tubi movies, right, who is the most actors and actresses on Tubi movies? The ones that's in Love and Hip Hop. And they're really good actors and actresses. They really are. But it's an opportunist at the point. So I wouldn't call them whores. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that. However, Shyt just did it.
We're assuming that we know somebody's motive just because, like, with the whole show of Flavor Flav, like, yeah, everybody was there. Like, you could tell whose motives was what, and everybody was actors and actresses and stuff. But that girl, y'all mentioned New York, like New York couldn't have him. She wanted to be with Flavor Flav, and she could not.
No, she did not. No, she did not. Because no, she did not. Let me tell you something. I seen an interview with New York. I watch what is that, Celebrity House or whatever that is. What is it called? Not College Hill. I think it was College Hill Celebrity or something. That's not her. It's all an act. Just to let you know
Yeah.
that. She went into therapy and she said she's tired of being New York. And she started talking in a whole different tone. Oh, she's
All
very
celebrities
intelligent.
do that. All
So what
celebrities
I'm
do
saying,
that. All
but
public
what I'm
figures
saying,
do
but
that.
what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is getting back to Shaq. That was just one thing that I was getting at.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my mind that she's probably looking at him. Remember the what was that, like the wolf or something? I think it was Geico. No, the caveman with Geico, right? She's
Mhm.
probably picturing him as something like that. She's probably picturing him as a big ass gorilla, the strong man from the Planet of the Apes. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But the way he came
He
at
could
her,
pick
because
her up.
now,
He can just pick her up with one hand. But wait a minute, Angel Reese is tall. This is a big and tall girl. If she was into it, she'd be into it. But she
mm-mm.
ain't fucking Shaq. So
But
I
no,
mean,
what I'm saying is that Shaq is he went above himself. He made himself more than what he was with this particular person, if that makes
yeah.
any sense. So I never seen anything where she carried herself to where she would even remotely be attracted to to him. And the way he came at her was very disrespectful. And it's a little thrown off. It just makes it a little weird. You know what I mean? But the age thing, I wouldn't even put that in the picture because nowadays sex is sex. People are who they want to be, whether they want to have the title, they can go to court now and be whoever they want to be. And you can date whomever you want to date. And if I was her age, I wouldn't date half of the men that's her age. You know what I mean? So the age, I don't think that really matters because I was married to somebody, but he's 24. He was 24 years older than me, and I was
But
with him for 24 years.
it's just a
So it
factor of
wasn't
that it
about
becomes
the age.
creepy. Like as the older
Yeah,
party,
yeah.
like that's when it becomes creepy. Like even me being 38, if I were single, like okay, it's cool to talk to a young dude, but like you know what I'm saying? If things go like it's just
But
a little
Annie, but even if that was,
uneven
but
and creepy, and that's only based on opinion. It don't hold weight with
yeah,
anybody.
but even
But,
if that was a younger
like
guy,
he moved into
but
creep
even
mode.
if it was a younger guy, though, even if it was a younger guy, that's disrespectful for what he said.
Yeah, it was
It doesn't
disrespectful, but
matter
it
if,
doesn't have to
yeah,
be
that was
trying to lead into
weird.
it because you should know better. You know what I
It
mean? Like you're
should,
trying to
it
lean
should,
towards
it should,
that's all.
it should, it
The
should.
wrongs are
Because
using
if
the way.
you're standing on, no, because if you're standing on respect, it doesn't matter who it comes from. You have to stand on that. So it should matter if it's a young person or an older person. It should matter. It doesn't matter what age they are. What he said was disrespectful.
It was
I want
just,
to
You know
talk
what I mean?
about
It
but
was
like
just disrespectful.
let me say this. Let me say this. Shaq, the only reason Shaq went after her because she was talking to KD.
Mm,
Think about it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Lot of young older people. When I say older people, a lot of people like okay, men. And this thing about men. Well, okay, well she talking to KD, and he's not too that much younger than me, so I know I can go ahead and holler at her. You know what I'm saying? That's what's probably in Shaq mind. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but KD ain't showed them ugly ass toes Shaq got either. You know what I mean? I mean, think about it. Think about it. He showed them toes. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was just weird.
And that's what I'm and that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that part right there. That's why I mean he probably still had in his mind that he wanted to do this, but when he seen her attracted to Katie, but she always said that she was attracted to Katie. She said
Right,
that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? She's
Hmm.
attracted to Kevin Durant. She's there. So Shaq probably figured like, okay, well since she went out to KD and they, you know what I'm saying, they did their thing, but I guess they broke up. They found themselves compatible. Shaq feel that since she was talking to him, he had a chance, and that's what a lot of dudes
Have you
do.
guys? Okay, okay, okay. Have you guys seen Shaq walk?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen him walk? He walks with a limp. I mean, it's just not her thing. She's 22 years old. And then he showed them ugly
Yeah.
toes.
I
I
mean,
mean,
there's
you know what I'm saying?
22-year-olds who
So,
have written a life where you know what I mean. Like it's not for us to judge, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's just that's not her. Like that's not where she's
yeah,
at. Like
that's
this is
that's
a
not
not
where she's
big
at.
star, not a
Yeah.
dude at the club, Shaq. Like what's going on? They
Yeah.
might face each other, because the girls are beautiful. Like it is what it is.
Right.
But that's the
Like
thing.
that was weird.
That's what it is.
But
I didn't even hear about that.
But that's straight disrespect. How he went to what you was reading, that's straight disrespect. How he went after her like that. It wasn't on a talk show,
Right.
right?
Social media.
So he just went to the world like
And kept coming back. Yeah, he must have been drinking that
Yeah,
night.
that's what was so disrespectful. You know, you didn't even it wasn't like you guys was on a date and you said something or y'all was out at a club. You all on social media being weird.
Yeah, Walter said, "What's wrong with him checking to see if she wanted an older man? It's not that he checking to see if she wanted an older man. It's how he went after she showed that she was uncomfortable with his question, with his, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
with his statement. She showed that she was uncomfortable. And he just kept going with it. He kept
He
going
went
with it.
too far.
Yeah, like I'm sure nobody wants to be that guy. Like, come on now, you don't want to be that guy that you came off too pushy. But some people don't know, so that's how they are that guy. And that
Right.
must be facts anyway. Like that's how he gets his women. Like he's Shaquille O'Neal. Like you
Yeah.
gotta remember people are who they are, and they're used to the reactions that they're used to. So he just sometimes you come at the wrong person. You thought it was cool and shit wasn't sweet like that. So
Right.
Walter said dementia. Yeah, he probably got a little dementia.
Probably do.
He probably
already damn, Shaq, he got a concussion.
He probably did. So
He probably tried to walk through a lot of doorways and couldn't fit. Like hit his head a lot.
Well,
he probably used to run through them when he was a kid.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Shay, that right there. You know what I'm saying? That right there. You know, I'm not the one to judge anybody because hey, each his own. But when a person feel, you see that a person is uncomfortable, it's time to stop. Especially, you know what I'm saying? You got this young girl on there, and then she really is. All eyes is on her right now. She ain't been playing in a while because she got hurt, but all eyes are on her. So they waiting for her to fuck up, really. And I didn't know the WNBA don't even get paid that much money.
But sometimes
they get paid like 60,000, 70,000.
As a woman, once you've done certain things with somebody, they become more comfortable with you. Like you could tell by body language with two people standing next to each other if they're intimate with each other. Sometimes, not all the time, but in general, like a man is going to be more touchy-feely or more willing to say things that, and a female too, like things that y'all have done behind closed doors. Like if you flirt and talk all the time behind closed doors, he's just doing the usual online. So
a man is not, and I ain't gonna say a man,
he's doing
alpha man is not gonna sit up there and tell what he done did behind closed doors to the world.
He wasn't telling, but he's like, just this is the vibe that me and you always have. We always play like this. Like,
yeah, but a man is not gonna do that. An alpha man is not gonna do that. If me and this person talk like this behind closed doors or away from, I'm not gonna tell the world we talk like this. We talk like this in the world because it's nobody's business. And yeah, women expose a lot of things. Men don't usually do that. Women does that. Men don't usually do that.
He's doing that behind closed doors. Obviously, hopefully he stops now because the fun he was having, it don't seem so fun for her. She's saying, no, I'm not into that, basically.
And then she said it right now, right there. She probably said it then if they did have this behind closed doors. They probably said that. But like I was saying earlier, he probably feel, and I don't know this, but he probably feel that since she was feeling KD and her KD done went out a couple of times and blase, he feel he could do the same thing. And sometimes men, and you know, I'm not trying to break the code or not, but it is what it is. Sometimes we be want to say something to certain people, and we want to do that, step out there and say this, but nobody else didn't say it. So soon as one man sit up there and say a comment to somebody, you know what I'm saying, something that I ain't gonna say out the way, but like, put it this way, a woman put something on Facebook. You know, they don't got no pictures. It's just a regular picture, nothing showing another regular picture, and everybody like, you look nice, you look nice. One guy come up there and say, damn, baby, you look sexy. She hearted. She don't curse him out. She don't do nothing. She put a heart on there. You gonna have 500 comments from different men sitting up there coming up there saying this and that after that because they just waiting. A man is just waiting for somebody to break that barrier and say something. And that was Shaq did. Shaq waited for KD to break that barrier because this is what he been wanting to say. He waited for KD to say something to step to this and that. And that's when he, okay, well, you know what? She was seeing KD and so shit, I could talk about them shorts, the booty shorts that she be having on. I could talk about it now. Maybe she'll feel me. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just say.
And at the same time, people like the fans think that they know so much. Like everybody's trying to read into things, and what it looks like to me is like the blogs and the fans are adding the extra to the conversation of what they think it means. To me, it just sounds like a friendly conversation. Like they still cool. He didn't violate. He wasn't creepy. To be honest, you know what I mean? If that's how they joke with each other, because it says, imagine how many shirts you're going to sell if you do that. He's telling her like something about giving her some advice about wear lingerie. Imagine how many t-shirts you could sell, Angel. So this article says Angel was flabbergasted by what Shaq said. She never said, hey, I'm flabbergasted. She didn't say that. So a lot of times we are reading into these narratives and we don't know what these people got going on behind closed doors. It's just actually free press. So Angel was flabbergasted by what Shaq said and refused to continue the conversation. All she could say is, oh my God. Shaq tried to continue the conversation on the post, but this time Angel forcefully interrupted and said, all right, stop. To me, that sound like athletes joking with each other.
No, she said stop.
All right, stop.
She stopped.
Yeah, no, stop means stop. Definitely means stop. Like you should respect it. You should respect that, but that don't mean I'm mad at you.
Nobody said she was mad, but she felt that he tried her. But just like you said earlier, you said that when you first started reading that he said maybe, because I didn't read this, so I don't even know what's going on. But I know you said just somebody. He said maybe if you wear some lingerie, you'll sell more shorts, right?
Right.
So she now taking pictures of lingerie pictures now.
It was advice. It was business advice.
She taking lingerie pictures now, and she getting a backlash on that. She taking lingerie pictures. I don't know what shorts you were talking about, but you know what I'm saying. She has some pink lingerie on, and they blurred out everything or whatever. So I don't know the pictures that she took, but she took some pictures. You know what I'm saying? It was out there. He said that, so maybe he took she took his advice to take some pictures to sell whatever lingerie she was wearing. I don't know. But at the same time, I feel that she said, okay, I
feel like it's being instigated. The beef side of it or the creep side of it is being instigated. But we're just judging. Like people still can call it creepy because we're judging. Like his conduct with her, but like it's not any violations or anything.
I don't call it creeping. That's what people call it creep. I don't call it creeping because they both consider adults. They consider. The only thing I'm saying is once he seen that she was uncomfortable with it and wasn't coming back the way he was coming at her, he should have stopped. That's what I'm saying. He should have stopped. He should
have let it go. Right.
Respect her as a woman. You should have just stopped. She wasn't coming back at that. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Maybe it was creepy.
But at the end of the day, he should have never did that on social media anyway. So whatever backlash is coming, then I feel bad for her. She's just not attracted to him. There's nothing wrong with him trying. It's just the way he did it, and I don't know. And you know what? He may be thinking about it like we're both athletes. Huh? What you say?
He cheated on Shawnee every day, so that's another
he cheated on her
part of his reputation. Like
he didn't cheat on her every day. Not every day.
You know what? that whole thing there. For me personally, it's thrown at these athletes. Come on. I wouldn't say do it and be an acceptance of it. But don't be like it's a shock when it happens, because it's literally. Shawnee even said it. She said that when they went to Miami, she said the women actually will hit on him in front of her, to hold their boobs out, all kinds of stuff in front of her. So it's thrown at him, and he's away from home. He's
that you said there are opportunists. It's not really being an opportunist. It's just being a woman. Like that's the thing. Like women.
No, the goal is to be taken care of. So that is an opportunist. The goal is to be taken care of. The reason why they're not doing it just to be having sex and having money. Most of these women are doing it because they want something. They want to be in with the limelight. They want to be, so they are opportunists. They're not whores. They're not going out there saying, okay, well, I'll sleep with him, and then okay, I'll go over there and sleep with him. It's gonna be $1,000. That's not what they're doing. They're literally going in there thinking that one, they can get pregnant. Two, they can go in there and be taken care of, and they don't mind being the side chick. That's the opportunist. That's not being a whore.
Yeah.
A
Like
whore, the
basically,
definition of me is a profession.
Cause the side chick eventually, the side chick gonna come out and just look what Judge Math is going through. I don't care what nobody say. They
Man, look,
don't all they want to. This lady done waited all these years, this and that, knowing what this man was doing. He go on this show making like you send up the degrading people that come up there. Everybody come up there's a crackhead. Everybody that come up there's a crackhead. I'm thinking, goddamn, you so obsessed with crack. What's the real story? Got a crack baby from somebody or something? What the real story? Everything. I'm looking at them today. Everything about crackhead. But what I'm saying is, you talking about how you're married to your wife.
work that joke out.
Yeah, come on. I said it was 10, 15, 10, 15.
He ain't made no t-shirts.
You know what I'm saying? This 10, 15 years now, but
That's not very good of a lawyer to have a crackhead t-shirt.
But what I'm saying is, though, he's been married to this lady, 30-something years, and she finally got fed up with what he was doing. He's sitting out there messing around, he doing this and he doing that. He's sitting out there messing around. She's not an opportunist, but then you got people like this that the women gonna be throwing themselves at you. So and you are a celebrity. He's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? You got the young people looking at him, and if you going out doing that, what's saying like the athletes that's coming out, the young entertainers coming out there, they seen the OGs doing it, so they gonna do it. It's all right, the OGs do it, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
and then these women gonna come out. The side piece gonna immediately, eventually come out because some of these dummies think the mistress supposed to get better treatment than the wife. A lot of them think that,
but they actually do. They do though. They do. They get treated better.
Yeah,
because they get the hush hush. They get the hush hush treatment.
Why are you pointing to me?
I ain't pointing. I did like this.
When he said the wife, he pointed to me. The mistress is supposed to get treated better than the wife. You ain't talking about me. We ain't talking about us.
Yeah. The mistress do get treated better than the wife.
She always won't be the top of the conversation.
Because guess what? If the wife was being treated better than the mistress, they would be in a relationship, right? She wouldn't know anything. There wouldn't be an issue. So the only reason why it's an issue is because he's spending more time with the other party. That's the reason why it's the issue. Are you leaving me behind? Now I'm thinking about something now. Now you got something on my mind. So now I need to say, hold up, he's moving a little differently. That's because he's spending too much time with the mistress. So she does get treated better. And that's the reason why she can sit there and not do anything. And sometimes they be mistress for years.
But see, and that's why I'm saying that eventually that side piece is not going to be quiet. That side piece going the thing last week that we was talking about, the girl that came up with Jasmine. Jasmine came up there. We had a show last week when the lady came up there said she found out she was the side hoe at Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. And the thing about it is she married to the dude and she had his family house cooking dinner, Thanksgiving dinner from 6 a.m. to wherever. The dude, her husband, walk up there with his side piece, with his girlfriend. So, and this is what I said though. This is what I said. I said that side piece gave him an ultimatum, like, no, you're gonna take me in front of your family. That's why he did it. She said, you're gonna take me in front of your family. If you don't take me in front of your family, I'm gonna tell your wife anyway. So either way, he might as well take her. She gonna tell. You get what I'm saying?
But she's not a side piece then. She's in a whole full relationship with him.
But I'm
she's
saying
not a side piece.
She was a side piece, and then she came up there because the mama didn't even know. Nobody didn't know nothing about this girl. She was
never a side, but so she was never a side piece. She was in a full blown. But okay, so if you're speaking about side piece because he was married, okay, I get that. I get that. But and he had a relationship with her. A real side piece would be a side piece for many, many moons. I watch, I don't know if you guys watch it or not, with Tammy Roman, Caught in the Act.
No.
Okay,
Never
so
got
she do.
it.
Okay, so people come to her like kind of like Joey Greco. They come like cheaters. They come to her. She do her investigation and all that. More than half of those people know that these people are in a relationship. Those are called side pieces, right?
Mhm.
But then you have some that's like, oh no, you've been telling me you're gonna leave her. He's in a relationship with her and he's lying to this woman off of her emotions. So that's something different than just a side piece. He was just having a whole relationship while cheating and not even realizing he's doing more outside the home than in the home. The reason why his wife is even saying something in the first place. It's weird.
All right. Well, we're at a halfway through mark right now. So we're gonna take this break right now, and we're gonna come through and we're gonna play this song, and we're gonna come back in a few minutes, seconds, minutes.
Break queen, break queen. I can show you how to get paid, queen. I can show you how to get like me. Touch down and take clients in the city like me. Be a boss in the streets, it really costs when we eat. I'm getting paid in my sleep, I might just brave for free. I walk into the spot, I'm who they came to see. She think I want her man, he a lame to me. His mama came to me, his sister paying the fee. And I'm all the way up, what you thought I was sleep? 500 for Bohemian is nothing to me. Just hit my line, you can trust me. Autistic kid, I got a special seat. What's your favorite show? And would you like a drink? It's my money, I need it now.
That was Break Queen by Annie Logue. That song is not yet released. However, I do jingles for businesses. If you have a car lot, beauty salon, product, whatever you have going on, I do jingles for your brand or business. So tap in with that. I'm hashtag Queen of Ohio, hashtag Break Queen. You can find me everywhere.
All right, we got a subject right now. Email DC gonna come through and come pull up DC, and we're gonna talk about this.
Man, oh man. So first of all, I got to make sure. I was thinking about this when I called Zoe today. I got an email sent to my show, and so all the other shows at BFAM, we got 16 shows a week. I just want you guys to know. I almost pointed the wrong way. That motherfucker, Andy Duck. Both them motherfuckers been fucking with me since the get go. Okay, so when I get cool stories, I'm going to him first. Okay. And there'll be a lot more to this. I'm bringing it to here because I'm sure you guys got questions, and I'm going to be able to interview this guy. So an
Okay.
email came through, and this is what I know. He's in prison in Wyoming. He's got life.
Mm,
All right. So basically, in a nutshell, this guy was a girl inside his whole life and severely bullied. Okay. And the way he handled bullying was to stay a guy and keep his emotions inside and drink. He was an alcoholic by the age of 12.
mm,
So he gets up to age. He's 21. He's out drinking. He's over 21. He's out drinking at this bar. He rides up on his bike. He asks the bartender if he'd watch his bike behind the bar. The bartender says, sure, no problem. Puts it behind the bar. A couple hours go by. The bartender goes up and accuses said guy of stealing out of the tip jar. And he's like, nah, man, I didn't do that. I promise I would do that, blah, 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 blah. Another hour goes by. Bartender goes up and apologizes. So they found the guy that stole the money. So the kid goes back and he said he's upset, really upset the bartender even accused him, and he decides he wants to leave. He goes to get his bike and the bike's gone. He says to the bartender, where's my bike? He goes, even if I knew where it was, I wouldn't tell you.
Ooh.
Okay, so of course there's some pushing back and forth. Someone says take it outside. Side guy goes outside, wait for the bartender. Bartender, of course, comes out. He's much bigger than this kid. This kid's very small. And he stabs him and kills him. Stabs him 3 times and kills him. He gets sent to prison for murder, but at 16 years, he can be eligible for parole. Now, while in prison, said guy has gone through the transgender process because he feels that it was much easier to come out as a woman and a man trapped in a man's body while he was in prison. Boy, I got so many questions there. But now he says, I'm not that person anymore, and he wants to get out, and they're thinking about letting him out, and I get to interview him in February. So, talk.
Question: does he want to be referred to as he, like you just referred to him, or is he a they or a
Okay,
she?
so great question, and I have the answer to that one because I told Zoe about this. Since coming out, he has changed his name and used pronouns. Said family recognized said pronouns because his name, and I'm going to type it in the, I'll just say it. Okay? It's it's EZDETH. His name is Esdeath, but when you spell it out, it says Easy
Just doing the
Death.
circle. It's called what?
Okay.
Yeah, it's pause.
It's spelled EZDETH. His name is Esdeath. So when they submit it to the family, of course they look at it, and if she looks at it, she says that says Easy Death. That's a slap in the face. She claims, or her claims, that it's a character out of a role-playing card deck, which I have done research on, and the name does not exist.
Oh wow, that's deep.
His name is Ezra.
You just call him
His
he.
new name is Esdeath. EZDETH.
See,
You can Google it.
it's her, right?
Well, uh, I'm gonna find out more. And this is what my
Okay.
question is, okay? And I don't know what I'm gonna ask it, but I'm definitely gonna ask it during my interview. Is were you an alcoholic? Because there's a lot. I'm sure there's background story about his dad was probably an alcoholic or his mom. Because being an alcoholic at 12 was pretty young, right, Zoe?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he say he's an alcohol
Yeah,
at 12, well, goddamn, what the hell? You came out there drinking similar like you're drinking malt liquor? What the fuck? How the hell you
right.
alcoholic at,
I don't
how
know.
you an alcoholic at 12 years old? Shit. We said milk does the body good. I guess
I've got the obvious
beer does the
question.
body good or so. What the fuck? How you became an alcoholic at 12 years old? That's what I'm saying. How you became an alcoholic? How the hell you getting the liquor?
A lot of people are. Some people are crackheads. That's 12. Since we were just talking about crackheads.
No, I gotta Judge
I
Matt.
mean, don't you have to? When you're smaller, though, you don't eat as much as a grown up. So I would think, 2 or 3 beers at 12 years old is probably trashed, right? I don't know. I didn't drink
Yeah,
then.
I agree.
I had
I
3
agree.
beers at 12. It's trashed.
I didn't.
Like take 2 steps and fall.
There you go. Yeah. I thought I started early at 15, but whatever. 12
He
is.
said he was
And to say I'm
early.
this is what I like when I read the email back and I keep reading it back and back. I'm getting the vibe that you have a small man who loved to drink, was probably punked a lot, and I think he's trying to get out of it. I really think he's trying to get out of committing a crime by using transgender as an excuse. That's just the feeling I'm getting. Whether he is
Yeah.
or isn't is not my business. I don't think that's going to be the focus of the interview. But what would you guys want to ask? I got my pad right here. I want to know. That's why I wanted to
So
come out
is
here.
he still in prison?
You get out
Yes.
in January, February.
Oh, he's getting out.
Life.
He's not.
He
He's
did.
gonna be paroled in 16 years.
Well,
Okay.
no. See what it was. He got life, But he also wrote in there that the judge put a stipulation in there if he went through alcohol, drug, and mental health classes and passed them, that he could be up for parole in 16 years. And this January is 16 years.
But my thing is, since he had that sex change,
He hasn't had a sex change.
you got a picture of him?
They sent him to the women's prison, I think.
You got a picture of him?
Man, no, he's in the men's prison. I checked.
No, he just identified.
I have a picture of him. He's identified. There you go. He's identifying as identifying as a female. Yeah, I can tell you this. I know some things about prison just from the shows I watch and the stories I heard. His 4 front teeth are knocked out. We all know what that means.
Oh wow.
I'll say he'll got the picture so we can see if he look like a female or male.
No, he absolutely looks like a male. Just don't get this wrong, and please.
No, we can't let him go to woman's prison.
It
don't matter.
Face wise,
he got testosterone.
Face wise, he looks just like me. He's a white guy with a bald head, a goatee, and glasses. He looks like a normal man without his 4 front teeth.
Yeah.
And he's got jail tats up and down his arms. He's like, he sent me in. He looks like a normal prisoner. He just, I hate that word, but he looks normal.
And then he got
none of the words, like the email was not in the feed. And I know I read a lot of emails. Okay, I can tell our email or something else going on most times. This was a dude talking to a dude. He was asking me to help him out. He needs as much publication as he can, where I think a female would have been reaching out. He was bonding, if you know what I'm saying. I'm a guy. The email made me feel like, bro,
you sure he was bonding?
I need your help. Nah.
Wow.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ride it.
I think
he's trying to get
not flirting. So he wants his private parts back. He wants his private back.
No, he
never got anything done.
No, I think he's got everything. He never got nothing done.
Yeah.
No.
He haven't gotten anything done.
I mean, if he has taken a thing for his breasts, it's not working. Because I mean, he looks like me. He looks just like me straight down. Yeah. He looks like a normal dude. Tasha?
Well, he's saying he's gay.
He did the program, but he didn't get the rest of stuff.
I have so many questions. Was he thinking about, like he said, did he say he was like that before he went to prison? Or was
he was saying his whole life. He said that he used to dress in female clothes down in the basement. And, I got questions, why, if you're telling me this, why wasn't this brought up in your defense?
But I want to know if you
tell me all this stuff because you want to get out now.
Well,
but if you feel like that, why aren't you shaved? I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm thinking of a whole bunch of things. I'm thinking about the fact of trying to erase history. You know what I mean? You try to erase history, you come out as a different person. I'm also thinking about that justifies you being punked while you in prison. The shave face. I mean, it's so many questions, but that name is weird. I really want to know the origin of that name. What is that all about?
It has no origin.
He got 4 teeth missing, and he's a man in prison, so you know why he got the 4 teeth missing.
Right, that part.
I looked up the origin of the name, and it had no origin.
Oh wow, yeah. That's
also,
and then
name, prisoners know. For sexually committed crimes and murders, prisoners know that if they're going to do a name change, that the families have to be alerted before it's legal to change it. So he knew when he submitted this name change that they would have to see it. I think he was sending a message.
Right. I think he's trying to be an influencer.
And I was talking about now, and what you guys didn't catch on, I'm wondering, that's hilarious. What you didn't touch on, what about the bartender? Did the bartender not pick on a weaker guy?
And that was my question right there to everybody here, because you already know my answer to this question because we talked about it earlier. But who was in the wrong, the bartender or him?
Well, actually, you know what?
Did he deserve life? And did he deserve life in prison? He deserved to go to prison because he killed somebody, but did he deserve life? So,
well, you know, that's kind of like if you're looking at the law, he walked out of that establishment. He should have left. He stayed. We can't talk about a statute, right? Because if you have a small statute and this man is big and you standing outside, the first thing I'm gonna think is that you got some kind of weapon. So I don't know. I just think that I don't know. I have so many questions. If the bartender, but was the bartender off of work? What you say, Annie?
The vehicle's not there. That's just
no. This is absolutely facts that I know this. The bartender was on duty and he accused
and he came out. Okay.
Customer. You got to think he accused a drinking customer of stealing from the tip jar. Then he went back and apologized.
He liked it.
Yeah, I know, but well, I'm thinking the same thing. But we'll never know when he's dead. I think he might have been flirting with him. Exactly. And then he went back to apologize and it wasn't accepted. Now he's hurt. And then he goes back and the bartender's fucking with his bike. He found out later after he went to prison, the bartender put the bike in his truck to play a prank.
Well, it's not a prank. And like people lie and say something is a prank when they just want to be a freaking asshole. That's like me sitting here like you're not gonna wear that, are you? It looks really fucking shitty, girl. Like you should be more like me and wear something better because that's some shitty shit. I'm just playing, like hang around that all day and see how much self-esteem you have. What the fuck kind of joke is hiding my bike?
It still was a prank. It still was a prank. It still was a prank. My thing about it is when I say it was a prank, and I agree with everybody. Everybody that said something, yeah, he had a chance to leave. He should have left. He had a chance to leave. But thing about it is, just like Andy said, he couldn't leave because you took my bicycle. So you, the bartender, really, you escalated the issue because you took this man's bicycle and you hit this man's bicycle. So it was a joke that went wrong on you. Now, back to what Anna was saying, yeah, the bartender probably had a crush on him. That's why he still like, when little kids, when you go into that little stage where you like a girl, what you gonna do? What we do? We prank girls, push them, and we, what I'm saying, be mean to them and stuff because we got a crush on them. So I believe the bartender did have a little crush on him. That's this and that. So when he went outside, he didn't think so much. Oh, I'm gonna die when I come out here. He probably thought he was gonna get the dude in a little hole and get a chance to grind on him and all that shit. You feel me?
Yeah, like fight with him and get physical.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But they a real physical. But that's what he thought he was gonna do, and then he got killed. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that confirms that he did feel this way then. I guess it does confirm because apparently he must have some type of tendencies for the bartender. Now that the story is playing out and we're kind of going back and forth, I think the bartender was trying to punk him. And with him probably going through what he's been through in life with hiding it and all that, that rage just came out. And him being, no, I don't think he should have got life.
And then I really don't. A lot anyway, like you're getting picked on a lot. No. And I'll tell you something about prison anyway. Anybody who's in prison or been to prison, like you literally can go to a prison and have no content for your movie, for your book. I'm giving y'all free game right now for your documentary, and like really you could go to your fucking uncle. How you end up in prison? Like it's gonna be a story, and they do ask for your background in your discovery report. They do ask like, where are you from? Where did you come from? What was your parents like? Like what created a creature that committed this crime? So everybody in prison is gonna kind of know their self in that degree. You know what I mean?
Right.
Probably be willing to talk about it. Some might not, but like it's gonna be like that. So you just never know what somebody's been through. So you never know when you're face to face with somebody who's at that point of like, I don't even give a fuck about life no more. Like I'm ready to click out. Like I will kill you. Like, like you just never know when you're face to face with somebody like that. People are living these crazy lives already. It's not just, oh, it happened now. I mean, it exists because you're telling me your story now. No, it existed when it was actually happening. You know what I'm saying? If we go back 20 years when he's saying that this shit happened, like this bartender came face to face with a motherfucker that just, you know what I mean, was not with that. Like this, the life that I've been living, whatever he's been through, wherever he's at with hiding gayness, like you just don't know people's story. You don't fuck with people.
Plus drunk. Don't forget he was drunk too. Because he said he was in there for hours. In the hours, I counted the word a couple hours twice and 1 hour once. So he was in this place for 5 hours minimum, drinking. And this guy's fucking with him. Okay, which I get it. I would have just called him out and fist fought, but I saw pictures of the bartender and him. Bartender's freaking huge. He's huge. So you got a bigger guy picking on a little guy, and the little guy stabs him. The question is, what do you guys think, Jay? When it comes up, does he get out? He's done the classes. He did the judge required him to do 3 classes, and he took all 3 classes, and he's passed. Should he be able to get out?
Yeah,
I think the name is going to do it.
The question I had was too that you can ask them because I want to know: Did he go with the surgeries?
No,
you said
100%.
No. Okay.
Now.
Talking about what
because I think he did with the surgery. Because my next question is going to be asked because I know this for a fact: when a man go get a vagina, get a coochie made up there, they got to be penetrated like for I don't know how long, for at least a year straight every day.
Right.
Perfect time for spunk lube right here.
So
spunk lube right here.
So that whole
oh man, you know how they black your face out? This is one of those times I want my face blacked out.
Yeah, but you got to use this. So the hole won't close. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not going to ask that question. I am not going to ask that question. Andy, what's your opinion? When January comes up, should he get out? He did the classes.
I think he should definitely get out. Like he's a white guy, but he a real ninja in my book. You know what I mean? You got to stand your ground. And at the end of the day, that's something that a lot of people in this country don't agree with. But I feel like I'm a very savage-minded person. That means that my mind is wilderness-based. My mind is not just based on this is the law. Oh, legally, I'll call the police if you try to hurt me for starting shit with you. Like, come on, like karma's karma. And I hate that somebody died. I'm not condoning death or nothing like that. But leave people the fuck alone. Like literally, I don't go around fucking with people. And it mind boggles me when somebody sits there and thinks that they should bother somebody in any kind of way. Yeah, like especially a small person. Like I'm small. Like at the end of the day, like you think that you're the first person that ever, like at the end of the day, you might trigger something and just piss me so the fuck off.
You just say you.
And I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying anybody. You know, not just me. But seriously, you got to think like that.
She go around fuck with me.
You got to think like that. Like with you.
You know, that's Zoe, you got 38 minutes left, man. Don't give her evidence. So anyways, it's January 18th.
In my lane, then I'm gonna speak on it. So yeah. You can't be in my lane.
I'm just being me.
It's January 18th at 1:00.
Huh?
Wait, I want you to ask him something for me. I'm curious to know: is he going into the board? Is he going into the boardroom as his female self, or is he going into the boardroom as his male self?
Oh yeah. Now the state has already recognized him as she/her pronouns. He asked me to use she/her pronouns. And I will use she/her pronouns after I ask a couple questions. I want to make sure I'm not giving him an alibi to bullshit. The name of my show is Keep It 100 with DC. If I think it's bullshit, I'm not using your pronouns. Yeah.
Yeah. But DC, I don't know. I don't think that it is the state of Wyoming.
How do you know? How do you know?
Well, because I'm thinking about the content of the event. In my mind, the bartender seen some of those tendencies in this young man and was messing with him. That's in my mind. So if that's the case, then he was like that beforehand. But if that's not the case, I guess you got to know the whole story of the case. But in my mind, I'm thinking that this big man decides to mess with him because he have those tendencies and it's showing. That's what I'm kind of looking at. So I don't know.
So you don't think the bartender had a crush on him, you just think he was fucking with him because he seen that the dude was kind of gayish.
Well, even if he had a crush on him, or even if whatever, the whole point is that he must have showed those type of tendencies. So he might, he might
I
have been, I mean, she might have been that way already and just didn't know how to come out. For crying out loud, she said she was an alcoholic at 12.
But see, that's why a lot of people will leave a small town or whatever. Like we from Ohio, right? You're from Ohio. I'm from Ohio. Tasha, I'm trying to make sure that I like to double check shit. My
I'm not from Ohio. I'm not from Ohio. I live in Ohio.
Okay.
I'm actually from Chicago.
Did I ask this? Did I ask?
But
What, you from Chicago?
But you
What
lived
part
in
of Chicago
Yeah.
you from, Tasha?
but you lived in
South
Florida.
side, 9755 South Austin. Yeah, I lived in Florida, I lived in Washington, and I lived in California and Bermuda.
We know some filmmakers from Chicago, and what's funny about them is it's a couple. The female is named Joyce Lynn, and she went to the same school as the Joyce Lynn that R. Kelly got in trouble for. Ain't that just fucking crazy? Like, I was just like,
And since she mentioned it, and since she mentioned these filmmakers, this and that, I'm still cool with them. Jay Thomas, they got a fight for freedom. I want to say fight for freedom. I forgot the thing of it is. It's don't speak that shit, y'all. Fight for peace. They doing something next year, and they going to different cities, and actually going through like colleges and school, and it's like a program, really, entertainment. It's entertainment, but they going around, it's about mental health. They talking to people about mental health, teaching about mental health, teaching them about, what I'm saying? Look at the symptoms. There's a lot of symptoms that you may not know. When people talk about they want to kill themselves, don't take it as a joke because people really do want to kill themselves. A lot of them be joking about like, man, I wish I wasn't here, man. We smoking weed, this and that. But they saying as a joke, but really in reality, that's what they really mean. No accident happened. I know somebody that called me Pop. I was his hood Pop because I made sure the boy kicked out of school and all that, this and that. And I made sure that he graduated school and all that. I took him to that and made sure that, But what's up, DC?
So, but before I leave, so it's January 18th at 1:00. And here's where I have to read it. I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of docuseries. What if he just got turned out? You hear a lot of guys that go in small. They come out. Okay, now wait. That does not mean for any reason. And this is the only reason I'm saying that. Please don't cancel the interview. If you really were a woman trapped in a man's body when you knifed that dick, okay, and I'm down with it. He's being a jerk. You knifed him. Bad decision, but you knifed him. But if you really were a woman trapped in a man's body there, why didn't you tell your fucking lawyer? Why did you wait 16 years to come out, or even 14 or 13 or wherever the fuck you came out? You didn't come out in court, and that was a very, very stupid thing to do.
And
maybe he probably wasn't ready then.
That was my question I was going to ask.
No, we can't keep giving him all the benefits of doubt. Well, maybe this and maybe that. You killed somebody, and you're saying it was because you had repressed anger of being a woman trapped in a man's body. You couldn't take it anymore, yet you didn't tell anybody that.
Well,
all anybody knew in court was this man was fucking with you.
We can't directly blame it on that. We blame it on the anger. It's just that everybody's anger comes from somewhere. Like, you don't get to always know where it's from. So that's like a sensitive topic. Like, all right, I'll keep it real with you. I'm gonna tell you, like, I mean, no, whatever he's saying. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, I respect the honesty, long as he is being honest, but that don't give you a right to kill anybody for sure.
That's if
like,
being
but
honest.
it's anger. Like, but anger does explain. Yeah. How could you kill somebody? Like, you really just have somebody?
But were they in a tussle though? I mean, were they in a tussle and the man got killed? No. Or as soon as he came out, he stabbed him? Oh, that turns into a whole different.
He said he came out and he stabbed him 3 times in the chest.
Well, you
Okay.
be
Oh wow.
taking it out on him for everybody who ever made fun of him since the first day of kindergarten.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, I
Okay,
see
but
both
listen.
Right.
sides. I just
Oh
don't
wow.
understand. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, I'm
I
out of here.
understand now.
February.
Hold
Thanks,
on,
Zoe.
DC.
Why wait? Because
Hold
he's
on.
embarrassed. That's my answer.
Hold on, DC. You left out, but I want to say this. This is the question right here, because you said the question, but this is the question right here, though. And then we're going
Okay,
to
go
leave it
ahead.
alone, right? Just like you say, he got turned out. Why he waited 13 years to say something about it? I'm thinking he was already turned out when he went to prison, and then he trying to find a reason so he won't get that life sentence. So why he won't get that life sentence, he'll take these damn classes like the judge said he'll take. Because if this was the case, you would have took these classes earlier. You wait to take these classes now so you can get out. So okay, I use this thing that Biden that create the bill he made, so I go ahead and do this and do that so I can get out. I'm thinking using the system.
I think you guys should prepare to be sensitive during this interview.
That's a man. I ain't gonna be sensitive. I'm gonna be this thing. I ain't doing the interview. I'm gonna be watching the interview.
I don't think he came to me because I was sensitive. I know that.
All right, then.
February 18th, 1 o'clock. See y'all later. Thanks, Zoe.
All right. Hey, y'all remember February 18th, 1 o'clock. Keeping it real, keeping it 100 with DC. Y'all check that out. So we got 30 minutes left. So I want to talk about Jay-Z.
Jazzy?
I want to talk about Diddy. I mean, everybody will talk about Diddy, this and that. Diddy was on everybody's show for weeks and weeks and weeks. Nobody ain't saying nothing about Jay-Z. Everybody quiet about Jay-Z. So let's talk about Jay-Z. This girl came up there, and I'm going to give my opinion first. No, actually, I'm going to let them give their opinion first. I'm going to say it last. So what you think about it?
Every time I don't have an opinion on something, this man looks right at the camera, then looks right at me and looks right at the microphone for all you nice people, and then looks at me and asks me my opinion on it.
You don't have an opinion?
Not just yet. When y'all start having a conversation about it, I probably will. But
okay, Tasha, what's your opinion on it?
Superhead. Superhead wrote a whole book, and she talked about Jay-Z. I don't understand why we tend to forget because this man married Beyonce and got all his money. She talked about it in her book. She talked about in order for you to be on his set, you have to go to the car and perform on him. They talked about that. Yes, she talked about that. Remember, but you know what happened? Tigger took it over because he got in his feelings. Big Tigger got in his feelings, so it took away from all the other stuff she was saying. We heard about Jay-Z way back when one young girl had said that he tried to mess with her. He was with Foxy Brown. She wasn't even 18 years old. There's a lot of stuff, and I was just waiting for it to come out that it's just, yeah. But I don't know if I believe everything, only because I don't believe it. Some of the stuff I just don't believe that any human would would do, but I'm sure that they are out there doing it. But come on, this is not, it's yeah. I'm just waiting for everything to come out, and he's just being so butthurt by trying to force the person to say who they are. I mean, really? You're sounding like a bully. We see you. You're not behind the stage anymore doing all this racketeering and stuff. We actually see you. It's weird. I just can't wait for it all to come out. And poor Beyonce, so she can go ahead and get her escape. Jeez, she been trapped for too long.
You sure she was trapped or he was going trap?
My baby.
I'm just saying she's
no.
The reason why I
say that is because he has street smarts. Okay, now what she have became, I don't know. But at the time that when she got with him, she was with him way before we knew it. Remember in his raps, he would say, I got B in the back. I got B in the back. He was talking about her. But in the limelight, he telling everybody else, no, me and Beyonce ain't together. Me and Beyonce, because she was under the age. She was under the age of 18.
She's become, like, when you're with somebody, like, women change, like women grow.
Yeah.
Some women be the same. They be the rough one in the relationship. I'm not.
They become more like you. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like this. And I'm gonna say it like this.
I love Beyonce songs. I love her. You know what I'm saying? She don't come on the station, on the social media, and she do this, she do that. She's a class, to me, she's a class act. I'm gonna tell you like that. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? She come on in her song, she say what she got to say, she do this, do that. Hey, you fuck with me, I'm gonna blah, 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 but she don't say it that way. But she say in her songs a certain way. But at the same time, I can't say that she's a victim to Jay-Z, just like how Cassie was a victim to P. Diddy. That's a victim. You get
But
what I'm
you can't
saying?
say no, but you can't say that though, because I'm talking about at the beginning. What she have became as an adult and how she choose to deal with her situation, then that may be flawed. But at the beginning, he's the one that had the street smarts. She
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
have
saying
no
at the
street
beginning. Yeah, at
smarts.
the beginning. I'm talking
And
about
he had a
now.
She
bunch
was
of
so
girls and
right
women and
now,
around
yeah.
him,
But
even
you
stars
know what?
got Rihanna over. Like he had stars.
That's at the
Right.
beginning.
And we take
That's
over everything.
that's the
I see
past.
what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying because we take over everything. I'm the
Yeah,
type of person that I do everything in my household. They're able to do it, but I just do take it over. So if I was in a situation where I accepted something, I probably would be a little bit more vicious. I
yeah. So,
probably would be a little bit more the one that's doing it now. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but
probably would.
in the fact that the girl, whoever stepped up there and give their name, I want to know why her name ain't out. I mean, I could think of one thing now.
Because it's not the time.
I could think of one thing because I was thinking, me and her was talking about it. And when I was thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? I did, and why she won't give the name? Why she won't give a name? This and that, this and that. Then I had to think about it. You know what? Safety. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
safety.
absolutely.
I hate how
If
people
you
act.
look at what
Like y'all act like if a man just came, like if something like that just happened to you, like I don't know, people just don't. If they haven't been through it, they just feel like they just don't want to relate, like to the fact that you're not just about to run outside like and be like, hey, this happened. Do you know that it's thousands of comments under some girls' posts? Like I was just reading this yesterday and they're like, ooh, some shit I would have took to the grave. Some the things that people get online talking about and telling people, like it's like a lot of people hide shit. Like a lot of people is not gonna come out and tell you embarrassing moments. Oh, somebody played me, oh, somebody raped me, oh, somebody got over, oh, this happened. You know what I'm saying? Somebody took my motherfucking money. Like everybody's not just gonna be honest and come out and say stuff like that, especially dealing with if they got
but
trauma.
they are also getting something for it though. But they also are getting something for it. It ain't like these men are just raping them and they're not getting nothing. They are getting something for it. The
I don't
thing
believe
is,
in getting
Exactly.
something for rape though. Like I don't
Exactly.
believe in
no, no,
like
no, no,
And
no,
raping
no,
no.
them.
no,
That's not what I'm saying.
they ain't
No, no,
raping them.
no. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I said.
They
That's not what I mean.
Statutory,
That's not what I mean.
yeah,
There's not. But look, which one of these people that's saying something is saying it only happened one time? Not one.
right.
Not one has said it only happened one time. I
Okay.
get it. I get it, right? But you're going back to it, right? You're going back to it. Whatever reason it is, you're going back to it. I'm not saying that what's happening to you is right. I'm not saying that. It's a form of brainwashing. And even if they went back 1,000 times, right? But that doesn't negate the fact that they wasn't at the beginning. It wasn't this. So if something happened to you, right, and you don't say anything, but then you go back, I'm not going to tell. Who am I going to tell? Who's going to believe me if I went back?
Right.
But people don't look at victim syndrome. That's a victim syndrome. I watch a lot of these like ID channel and stuff, and I've seen so many girls
I
that
discover
have
ID.
been
We used to watch it all
hard,
the time. But
that have been hard, and they go back, but that don't make it right though.
this is my thing though. This is my thing on this. We talk about women is women that, but what happened with the men when the men get molested by ladies?
And that's even more
Well, hold
embarrassing though.
on,
Like
right,
a
right.
man really ain't trying to.
When a man get
It don't
molested
have to be a
by
lady. It could be a man.
no, when a man get
It's unwanted. You
molested,
don't get to choose
when
the
a
person.
man no,
Like
this is my story, and I'm gonna tell my story the way I'm gonna tell it. Just got to listen. When a man get molested by a lady, and this happens in the military a lot. Men get molested by ladies. When I say they get molested by ladies, no, they're not coming up there. They taking their stuff, but you of power. you got up rank, you got a power, your husband got a power or something like this, and you forcing this soldier, you forcing this young man to have sex with you. That's the same thing, but you can't say nothing because this person got power. You may get paid because a lot of motherfuckers getting paid in the military. These colonels was paying these soldiers to fuck their ugly ass wives. You feel what I'm saying? They was, but at the same time, it's like if they come to you and say, "Hey, I want you to do this and do that," you can't say no. This the colonel. This top brass. You can't say no. But when these soldiers, when these men go up there and say this happened to me when I was this and that, who gonna fucking believe them? Who gonna take their case on? Who gonna believe that? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think it's more so on the lines with him. It's more so on the underage factor. I think that's what is more so is the underage factor, because they were young. I mean, we've seen him with young females. I mean, that's the reason why he don't want to claim that kid because the kid's mother was 16 years old.
What
So,
kid?
That's
Jay Z's
their
son.
jailbait. Like
What
even
kid?
when they was picking up girls.
No, JC has a young man's been saying that he's Jay Z's son for years, and he just did an interview, and they actually been in court for years. So it's not like he just coming out, and he looks like him too. Got his mouth and his nose. Yeah, but his mother. But when I seen the interview, the young man's mother was 16 years old. So of course he's not going to say that that's his child. Why would he say that? Because then now that solidifies the fact that you date younger women, younger girls. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for it all to come out so there won't be no more victims. But I just really hate, and I'm just going to say this, I hate that this happened at this time where Blue Ivy is about to do her Simba movie. He's not even going to be able to go to her event. He's not going to be able to go she's probably not even going to be able to go on the red carpet now. And that's just sad that a child is subjected to that only because of who her parents are. I just think that they should have waited and took that into consideration.
His good friend, the one set him up, his good friend, the one did it to him.
And that family always has stuff going on. Like their schedule is full throughout the year. Like she's got practices and seminars and recitals and her mom's tour and different performances that he can go to.
But this is big.
It's big. But check this out. Blue Ivy's been very active. She's an amazing dancer. She's a very talented.
But it's still the Lion King. That's big. And her mom is doing it. And they're not going to be able to, she's not going to be able to go on the red carpet for something that she's a star in. I think that that's just so sad. And her dad is not going to do
it in a different way. I'm trying to help you see it in a different way, though. Like, if you imagine that this is her life anyway. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's another release and it's something huge. This is what we're seeing. Like, we're seeing Beyonce supporting her. Like, that's what I'm seeing right now. But I feel like it's also being pushed more than her other events in the past because of what's going on with her dad. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they got people saying Beyonce's a killer. They got, Jay-Z's got the rape case now. He's been in the Jay-Z.
Oh, Jay-Z, okay.
He's been in the news day after day after day. So now we on like day 4 or 5 of that. And you're starting to see Blue Ivy shit pop up a lot. Like, y'all wasn't even putting that much press on her stuff at first.
Because they're trying to get you.
That's what
right, but remember, this is something different, though. This is something different because before it was all of us talking stuff. It was all that. This is an actual court document where somebody is actually going to court saying that her dad did it. That's something different than, we don't even know what she's subjected to. We don't know if because they're not going to ask her anything like that on the red carpet, right? If she's on the red carpet and it's about
like you should put the kids in your business. Like, she don't even watch TV like the same as everybody else. Hopefully, you know.
That's why I said, and that's why I said she's not going to be able to go on the red carpet. That's why she's not going to be able to, because they're going to say something.
They're going to answer that question. It's going to be an ignorant news report.
Absolutely.
Won't answer that question, and they're gonna put it involved. But this is what I'm getting ready to say. This is what I'm getting ready to say. I'm gonna step back again. This is what I'm getting ready to say, though, right? They knew about this shit at least 6 months ago. They knew about this shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Jay-Z don't know about this shit. This man got high-paid lawyers. This motherfucker know that cases was brewing up on him. And that's why they did the shit with the symbol and all that, because they're going to try to do a distraction. That's what they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Look, I'm going to tell you about the world we live in, the nation we live in. There was some stuff happening in the 90s that you don't even hear about no more because they did a distraction. And I ain't gonna say nothing.
But that's not. But that's not a good decision. That's not a good decision. That's not a good decision on their part, because I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about their child. If they chose to put their child in that predicament, knowing that if she go on a red carpet with something like this, they're gonna say something.
Yeah.
Her mom Beyonce is very close to her. Like, that's what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing that she's right there, just like her mom used to
but
be.
She's still gonna hear it. So that's why. No. What I'm saying is that that's why I'm saying I feel for her. I feel for Blue Ivy, because she's not going to be able to go on the red carpet because they're going to be saying those things to her. I just wish that the authorities would have thought about that, because she's a child at the end of the day. No matter what we may feel that, oh, her family is this, or she should be used to it or something, she's still a child. And this is something that's big. I know I wanted to go see it, because Lion King is a big thing.
The thing about it is they don't care about it as a child.
I know that's sad.
The money they paying these lawyers, what they should have did. I'm gonna tell you right now what they should have did. The money, and I know he's paying big money to these lawyers. Delay.
That's what I'm saying. They should have
do it in private. But the thing about it is Beyonce is not gonna let anything happen to her daughter. You know what I'm saying?
She's not.
I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about of course physically, but I'm talking about mentally. So if she feels that something is getting in the way for her daughter for that, I guarantee it's gonna be happening. They pay a lot of money to these lawyers, and I'm gonna tell you right now, in about 3 months, you won't hear nothing about it no more. You don't hear it on social media like that, do you?
Well, I have an opinion on this.
Yeah.
Love can conquer all.
Mm-hmm.
What's their last name? Knowles. What's their last name? Carters. The Carters are
Z's.
Yeah, the Jay-Z's. The Carters are family, just like any other family. We've all been kids, we've all been adolescents to make it to this point. And one thing that's true is that life is real. You know what I'm saying? How we choose to expose things or not expose things to the kids is what it is. But at the end of the day, life is always going to be real. So with this situation, I just feel that it's important to look at it in hindsight. Like, look at it as far as like one day it's going to be a memory for her. You know what I mean? One day she's going to be an adult. She's going to be talking about it. And what you want her to just say is like, I don't really like, you just have to understand that kids not going to remember that much. So you don't want to throw too much detail. But like, even if a person on the red carpet slip and say something like, I still feel like love can recover all of that. Like, this is about her big release and that type of thing. You know, unless she loses her dad. Now that's a whole different trauma. If you lose your dad to prison, that's a whole different trauma that 1 in 4 kids in the United States is already going through.
That man going through.
1 in 4 kids is going through that struggle. So that's why I say these families are families like any other family. I'm gonna tell you right now.
And think about it, right? The NFL.
So they show her a lot of love right now.
The NFL.
It should be okay.
Said that there's no change with Jay-Z
and his ownership. Yeah.
The NFL said there's no change in the position what Jay-Z going through. If we know about the NFL is if you get a parking ticket, you get a misdemeanor, you go to jail, they suspending your ass.
I could drop the microphone right now because I got an even stronger opinion on this case. I feel like P. Diddy is behind it. I feel like it's a friend, somebody he thought was his friend, got him into some mess he's not into. Because it's not like I'm targeting these persons because they're underage. No, he was a dude that was just fucking with girls that was fucking with him.
Zoe is onto something, though. Zoe is onto something. Zoe, you onto something.
Just like when P. Diddy had the girl on the table, nobody knew how young that child was. Nobody knew it was a child at all. Excuse me. Nobody even knew that was a teenager on an underage person on the table. And the one lady even admitted, like, I took a strawberry off her titty or some shit. She said, like, she's on the table with the food. So you're coming to this huge party and he's setting you the fuck up. He's setting you the fuck up.
But I think Zoe is onto something. I think you're onto something because the NFL did not denounce him, right? So that's telling us that there's no factual in this case. They're not going to be able to prove this case. Now, Blue Ivy is coming out, right? Because it's time for Beyonce to sit down. She's becoming Aretha Franklin at this point. You know what I mean? So she needs to, it's time for her to sit down, and now it's time for Blue Ivy and the empathy of the people, right? Because of what her dad went through with false allegations. And I think you onto something. I think you're onto something.
Oh, it's like to propel her up, like it's going to help propel her up.
Yeah, I think you onto something. Within the next year, we'll see. We'll see within the next year. We'll see within the next year.
If you know the NFL like I know the NFL,
absolutely.
NFL, you can't sneeze hard or wrong. You go to jail for driving with suspended license, or your ass gets suspended.
You sure is.
Ray Rice and all them, and you know what I'm saying. And all of them look at Antonio Brown, and look at the case, the one San Francisco person. The only person I know that did some bullshit and got back with that damn running back Zeke Elliott or whatever. He did some bullshit, but guess what? He ain't in that same position he was in right now. They like he like garbage now. You know what I'm saying? Because of that little bullshit he got, but they suspend him.
Right.
Jay-Z can have a position with the NFL, and he still got that position, and they ain't let him go. They're like, we're gonna suspend you. Look at Shannon Shaw. Look what I did with Shannon Shaw.
In business, you always have to pay. Sometimes you pay with your time. Sometimes you pay with your intellect. It's not who you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know. But Jay-Z always been a person like, we know he ain't sent no money to nobody, because I'm sitting here playing it in my head like, how he get the NFL? Did he use his lawyer? At the end of the day, he's smart. He's always been.
Yeah, they say he don't pay.
He's not been the P. Diddy figure where it's like, oh, I'll pay you. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you. See, that ain't working.
You can't pay nobody.
You got to have actual character. So Jay-Z was always known to have some character. And then at the end of the day, this is a person that makes music. So like if he's like, you can get to know somebody through their music, kind of like, you know, he's a person that's a businessman. I can't say how he treat his family and wife, but at the end of the day, like that man know how to maneuver things to where it's not going to be in a cheap way. Like I feel like the shit
he playing chess.
Like, you on the phone talking about get rid of the pizza boxes. Like you're a weirdo.
Right.
Jay-Z ain't gonna be on weird shit like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna just pay you. Like, no, it's already.
Yeah, Jay-Z's just playing chess. He's playing chess.
Smart.
He's playing chess, not checkers.
I'm telling you, he's playing chess. This man is paying these lawyers top dollar. Nobody
absolutely.
This man is not going to jail. This man already know who his accuser is. He already know who his accuser is. He go on there. They got what you call the people that talk for you. What you call them?
A representative,
public some stuff.
Oh, a public defender?
No,
public.
What you call them?
Oh, the publicist.
The publicist.
Yeah, publicist.
The publicist.
Okay, they got the publicist. The publicist telling Jay-Z, okay, this is what we need you to do. We need you to make a statement like this. We need to do that. They already know who this person is. They already know this and this and that, this and that. They already know this. They already working out a game plan. And the thing about it's gonna be a distraction. By next year, we ain't even gonna hear nothing about this no more.
I feel like Jay-Z's so slick, and he could be cool with somebody and be telling them the real, like, oh, like, we gotta get me out this situation. Did he did he fuck that? Like, did he set us up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, y'all know this ain't on me. And sometimes it is about that. Like, sometimes the feds don't even have the evidence that they need, but they're like, okay, we're gonna lie and cheat because we know you're a drug dealer. We know you're a pimp. Like, we know that you're guilty. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like on the strength of some of his friends and colleagues knowing that Diddy set the situation up. You know, it could be a lot of people willing to help him in high places.
I don't think he got what he need, and I don't think he's gonna talk. He's not a talker. She's not a talker. Beyonce's not a talker. They ain't even talking about discussing this in their house because they don't even know what is bugged in their house, what is listening to this and that. They're not even talking to this.
Well, that's the thing. They make you think that because they're quiet to the public, but you know, we all like people talk to their people.
They're not talking in their house. I'm telling you right now.
Well, I'm not saying it like what you're saying.
I'm
just on his colleagues, like when you got in touch with that lawyer, that motherfucker at the NFL, whoever his first and last name is, you know, like
He only speaking to the people.
They know you.
He only speaking to the people he need to speak to.
Yeah.
Everybody else he ain't speaking to.
Yeah,
His
that's what I'm
friends
saying.
don't know
Only.
it. His mama them don't know it. Nobody don't know what the hell going on, because the thing about it is, if you slip and say something and the wrong person, look at the American Gangster with I forgot the damn dude name, but the American Gangster,
Frank
Lucas, he went down because he got his family in that and they talk too much. You don't bring people in your business, but hey, it's about that time right now. You know, I don't want to keep with this conversation because then we're gonna go over. So, you know, we're at the end of the show right now. So we're gonna give our shots out. Annie, tell them what you got going on and where you're gonna be and where to follow you and all that.
And can I give a throwback comment from earlier?
Do what you want to do.
Yeah,
as long
I'm Annie.
Long-winded. Don't keep it for 4 minutes and all that.
Hell no, it ain't long-winded. It's just about the wifeys and the side pieces. Like somebody can look at it like a side piece ain't really a side piece if she's in an actual relationship. But on our standpoint, like, I'm a woman that, you know what I'm saying, I follow God and my marriage is orchestrated by God. Like, if you don't have the ring on your finger, if you're not the one who's on the deeds and on the bills and name on everything, then you're not doing anything. So I just want to say that about a side piece being, oh, it is a real relationship. It's not never going to be a real relationship if he has a wife, honey. So I'm Annie Loke, and I want y'all to follow the hashtag Braid Queen, follow the hashtag Queen of Ohio. I'm going to pass the microphone. I don't know where Tasha went.
December 28th.
But I'm passing it to Zoe.
December 28th.
December 28th.
We don't got
in Tampa.
Yeah, we don't got the flyer. I got to put the flyer, but I'm gonna tell you the information we're having next week. December 28th, we're gonna be in Hollywood, Florida. She's gonna be performing Braid Queen and a couple more songs out there. I'm just hosting it, no comedy. Well, I'm gonna do comedy because it's what I do, but I'm gonna be hosting it, but it's an entertainment show. The 21st, next Saturday, I'm being in Lakeland at Leo's Live in Lakeland. So everybody in Lakeland and Polk County, I want Polk County, the whole Polk County to come out. My boy Cooter Brown is his birthday, so come on through. If you'd like to sponsor this show, give me a call at 941-681-1710. That's 941-681-1710 or info@kingscastleent.com. Look here, we're getting our viewers, devices tuned in. We matching the FM radio stations right now. So I'm just saying that right now, you're getting direct hits. You're not getting the 5 second, oh, blase, this and that. Now you're getting direct hits right now with our customers, you know, our fans and all that. And Tasha is back. Tasha, tell them what you got going on.
I just lost another family member, so I'll be taking an 8-hour trip to Memphis. Yay! Trying to stay warm out here, man. It's like 18 degrees out here.
Woo.
Man, I'm feeling it out here, but you know me, I always trying to stay peaceful, positive, black, and productive as usual. So yeah,
get you some Long Johns.
All right.
No, how about not go outside?
No.
That's better.
All right, we're gonna see you next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Cue the music, DJ. Play that funky song.
Yo, Zobo 69. Check it out.
I know women have different souls. That explains a lot. Because I'm not a soul. So I got my wife's soul. I must have grabbed the pussy. Because my dick was on hard all day at work.
Jeans so tight, I see the veins in their balls. Jeans so tight, jeans so tight, see the veins in their balls. Jeans
hugged up for no damn reason. She ain't cold. She knew the AC was gonna be on when she got in this motherfucker. Why she ain't wearing no fucking jacket?
Jeans so tight, see the veins in their balls. Jeans so tight, see your pussy lip bitch.
They don't want to get mad at the wrong time. No, always want to get mad at us when we want to fuck.
Jeans, y'all niggas need to quit. Jeans hold tight, see the pulse in your ball. Jeans hold tight, man, I'm through with it all.